Can I steal you for a minute?
Steal you for a minute?
Can I steal you for a minute?
Welcome to Can I Steal You for a Minute, the reality dating recap podcast. My name is Indra Raj.
And I'm Mary Bianco.
We're back.
We're back. And we're joined by Eden Schenberg on the call as well.
That's kind of the norm these days, which I think works pretty well because she's really well behaved.
She just sits there.
Baby life. So yeah, of course, like all this craziness kind of coincided with a lot of reality TV that we're covering.
So much TV. It's really insane.
It's crazy and like it's really bad timing, and we just couldn't record the past couple weeks. So we know that the new season of Love is Blind is almost over at this point. Neither of us are caught up.
No.
And so what we're going to do is I believe the last episode comes out on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to cover the whole season.
Yeah, just in one chunk.
Next week. So stay tuned for that. But a quick preview. The place I ended was the episode where that little man that I dislike, I forget his name,
Chris.
was body shaming his girlfriend.
Yeah.
What's her name? Jess? What's his name? I can't even remember.
His name is Chris.
Yeah. Chris was telling Jess that he normally dates women who do Pilates.
Like Pilates and shit.
Trying not to sound like an asshole.
How do I say this without sounding like an asshole? I date girls that do like Pilates and shit. Meanwhile, we saw her tell him in the pods that she does not work out. Then we saw her say over and over again that she's not working out. And he's like, oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh my God. And then I somehow like missed a lot of that chatter in the pods. I mean, my feeling about them is that they never actually had a good connection. Everyone thought they did just because they were so like outward about it. But they never really like actually got very deep with one another, I thought.
No.
And in the end, he's a shallow prick who just wants a girlfriend to be hot, and that's it.
Yeah. I think
And
my
she is
headline
hot.
for the she is hot. I think my headline for the season is, do these men know what they look like? Because so many of them are upset with the way the women that they are with look.
Yes.
And I'm like, look in a fucking mirror for a second.
Yeah.
Take a step back and stop being an asshole.
It's pretty whatever. So anyway, that's where I'm at. I know there's like there's probably, I think, 3 more episodes I need to get through already, and then there'll be one more. So I'm so sorry, everyone, but there's just too much going on. We couldn't keep up with everything. We couldn't record every week until we have like sponsors or Patreon people or anyone.
Yeah.
Giving us money. At this point, we are paying to do this podcast, so that means we get to do the podcast when we want.
When we're able to. And I have travel coming up again, so I can record next week, but then the week after I'll be in Paris with Eden, so we have to take
Oh my gosh. Okay,
just as a heads up for everybody.
This is where we are. But so here's the plan. This week we are going to talk through the end of Traitors and Love Island All Stars, which have both ended, and Mary and I are both caught up on both of those things.
Yep.
So we can chat about those things. And then next week we will do a full recap of Love is Blind Ohio. You just got a little preview of how we feel. Not a big surprise that all the men suck.
Yeah, that's Love is Blind. Like, not a big surprise that Love is Blind was Love is Blind, you know, and
not a big surprise.
And that Love is not blind yet again. Like, can we cancel the experiment? Like, it's
I
not
know.
working.
They need to change the name of the experiment, or whatever. Okay, so what should we talk about first? Traitors or Love Island?
I think Traitors.
Okay. Well, he did it.
Don't trust men.
Mora's reaction at the end was very, oh my God. I mean, I was like, this is so intense and sad.
Yeah, it was. I mean, she handled it like a champ, but she could not believe that she had gotten got. Like, her face was like, you pinky promised. And he had to clarify twice that he wasn't joking. She thought it was a prank on her, that he was a traitor.
Yeah, she actually thought it was a prank, which she really revealed in the reunion that she was like, I was waiting for him to say that he was just joking. And then he never said he was joking. He just kept saying he was a traitor.
He's like, no, I'm being serious. I'm a traitor. I'm a traitor.
No, but she like came to terms with it relatively quickly. Like in that situation, she still was like, yeah, cheers to you. Like I would have done the same thing. She sort of understood it, even though I think her feelings were really hurt at the same time.
That's kind of the way, especially on these celebrity ones, like Maura has more money than Rob. So like,
right.
You know, she just kind of, and someone made a good point that like Rob kept her on the show for way longer than she would have survived if he wasn't protecting her. And she's gotten so much exposure from it that's worth way more than $180,000. So like,
yeah,
she knows she's a winner in this situation, that, you know, she, as she said, she just came to the castle to serve looks. And like, I was listening to Las Culturistas today with Monet Exchange.
Okay.
And Monet said that Maura never watched a single episode of the Traitors before coming on the Traitors. And after Portia was eliminated, she goes, "Is this going to happen every day?"
She was so clueless. Like it really showed. And yeah, I mean, that's the thing with all of these shows. Like every single one that we're covering, this one, Love Island, Love is Blind, you're starting to see how the contestants understand that the longer they are on the screen, the better it is for their long-term career. Like
exactly.
In a show where there is money up for grabs, like Traitors or Love Island, the money is not enough for them to go through what they go through. I mean, Traitors arguably maybe, because I mean, I don't think it got up to $250,000, but it was close. Like that's a big amount of money that can really be life-changing for someone. And $50,000 can be too, but not as much as it could like 10 years ago, which I think it was the same prize pot then.
Yeah, it needs to go up to 250, or I mean, actually that's too much money. It needs to be like 100. Like it just needs to be $100,000, like split between two people. Everybody gets 50. Well, everybody gets 25 after taxes. Like that's more of something that still not.
I think
it's
Love
like
Island USA went up to 100 this past year, didn't they?
USA went up to 100, but All Stars, did it have money? I can't remember.
Actually, I don't know if they had money. I thought they did. I thought they always do, but maybe they didn't. But in any case, it's like the brand deals, the sponsorships. It's like one of those posts on Instagram with a brand deal is worth $250,000 or more.
Way more money. Like, you know, Eric is making a music video with all of the people from Traitors in it. And I've never listened to Eric's music before, but now I'm going to watch the music video, and that's going to lead to like more streams for him. Like, who cares if I mean, he was devastated that Rob betrayed him.
Oh, yeah.
Which, like, hilarious.
Tough.
You watch him betray Candace and Lisa, and you're like, I can't believe he betrayed me. It's like, you had to know he was going to do this to you, too.
Yeah.
You had to know it was coming.
I mean, and it just makes me think like they didn't really show too much of Rob's thought process when he recruited him as a traitor. And they made it seem like he was like, oh, he's really smart. He's my friend. Like, this will be good. But I think he knew he'd be easy to manipulate him and eventually turn on him in the end so he could keep all the money for himself. And I think.
Oh, go ahead. I think he picked the other person that was quiet at the round table so that it'd be easy to throw suspicion on him. Like, because immediately, Kristen, as soon as Eric was recruited, Kristen was like, you're being weird. And clocked it immediately. And Rob just like, you know, leaned into that. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, absolutely. He was just like, I'm going to capitalize on this. And I think the way Candace said it in the reunion, Candace was so annoying in the reunion, but...
Just get over it. It's a game.
I know. It's like he beat you.
Yeah. He bested you. And like, you won't admit it, but you voting for him blew it for yourself. Like, that's you blew it for yourself. You would have been fine.
No, exactly. Candace cannot admit that she's ever done anything wrong. And so you see that on the Housewives, you see that here. But she said, like, she thinks it's a combination of, like, Rob being smart and luck that got him to the end. And I think that's true. I think things fell into place at the right time for him. And then he was smart enough to capitalize on those things when he needed to. There's always an element of luck, I think, in that game. There has to be. But Yeah. I mean, he just played it like so expertly. And I still think like the thing that really got him to the end so easily is his social game. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
he's so good at connecting with people in a genuine way. Like, I don't even think he's doing it just to like curry favor with them. I think he genuinely likes people and learning
Yeah.
about them.
I just feel like we got a reminder of who Rob is a little bit in that game where they were all sitting in that thing where they spin around and they had to go like bust open the
Oh,
stuffed
yeah.
animals and find the money. And Rob was like, "You raced back with $750. Like, we should be going for more," and like rolling
Yeah.
his eyes. And when he did that, that was the only time that
He
suspicion really
cracked.
fell on him, where Natalie was like, "Oh, that's really weird." And I'm like,
Yeah.
you guys clearly didn't watch Love Island if you
Yeah.
didn't know that this is just a classic Rob crash out. Like, this is just Rob.
That's so true. It's like Rob is like this sweet and sensitive person who really like is good at connecting with people and like really has like a soft side for people who, like the underdog really. But at the same time, like he's competitive, he's kind of a sore loser.
Oh my God, I know.
He just kept winning the entire time in this castle, so you didn't see as much of the, like, ugly parts of him because he kept doing so well. It was like that one time when he didn't actually, like, win something that he cracked a little, which is kinda interesting.
That's the way it goes. I mean, someone pointed out that at the end he sent 3 people home, and so it was the Leah quote, and he was wearing overalls, so it was like, "Now you sending 3 home, and you're still here, bitch, in your overalls," and it's like, that's literally how the Traitors ended, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, my Instagram algorithm is just full of videos of him now, like, in
Oh,
various
yeah.
interviews or GQ things or whatever, and, like,
Yeah.
he's just like, "Yeah, I guess I'm a pretty good liar, and it's cool that I won." It's just
He
wrong.
can't say much more. I mean, he was like in his interview, he's like, "People just think I'm a hot, dumb person." And it's like,
Yeah,
"I'm not dumb." It's like, "Okay,
yeah,
so you know you're very hot and you use that."
yeah, we know you're not dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an enigma, that is for sure. Like, he always has
Mm.
been and he always will be. He has a girlfriend who no one's really sure who she is. She's apparently from Kansas City. He's, like, been visiting her in the Midwest. Unclear, but, of course, I feel like anyone who was introduced to Rob through the Traitors is, like, just totally in love with him and
Yeah.
doesn't realize the kind of darker side. It's kind of just like it was basically just a journey in watching Rob win this game, and it was a very enjoyable
Yeah.
journey. It was, like, very different from other seasons of the show, I feel like.
I just feel like there's never one person who runs the game the entire time. Like there's
Yeah.
usually I kept waiting, I was waiting for Kristen to like really be able to get it going and then she was murdered. And then Tara and Johnny, finally revealed that they're best friends and and then they're like, I know Johnny's not a traitor cuz we're best friends. I'd be able to tell. And it's like, you guys are so bad at this game. But they finally
They're
figured it
so
out.
bad.
But they finally figured it out and then they both get cast out. Like it just
Yeah, they're like they had the right answer and they like still could not figure this out. It was like if you and maybe this is how Rob was just like so good. It's like they fully knew it was Rob, but they were
yeah.
still going to go for Eric first because they were more suspicious of Eric. And like Rob was just so good at passing suspicion onto other people so that they would save him for the next time. When really it's like
Yeah.
they needed to get him out. That was the only way it was going to work. And then they could have gotten Eric out.
Someone pointed out that he had a near perfect game because the only person who voted for him ever was
What's
Candace.
another traitor?
Yeah, was someone who
Yeah,
knew
he
that he
really
was a
did.
traitor. And
I mean,
it's like Dylan Efron's like, I don't think the Faithfuls were stupid. It's like they didn't do a single thing that Rob didn't guide them to. Like they
yeah.
got Donna Kelsey out early, but then after that, it was like Rob led them to every traitor.
Totally. I know. I just wonder, I mean, it's like from this season, he is like the star winner, everything of the show. Like he has done so many brand deals now.
I know.
Which I'm like, I'm so happy for him. I'm like, go for it, Rob. Like, just get all the money. Like, you deserve it. I don't think you come from a very affluent black background. So, like, I don't know. Actually, do you know
So
anything about that? He's hinted at that.
apparently it's kind of like an act.
Oh,
This
is it
country
really?
bumpkin thing. His dad's a photography professor.
Oh, what?
And it's not like professors are like rolling in it, but there is like a certain amount of like education affluence that comes with someone, I mean, with someone being a professor.
Yeah.
So I think that this whole like, oh, I'm just a down home boy from Alabama, I catch snakes is like something that he's chosen, but not necessarily the way that he grew up.
No. Okay. Well, Rob, stop that. But
Yeah. But
also,
like,
I don't care
good
if
for
you're
you.
like making tons of money on these brand deals. Like, so is everyone else. So good for
Yeah.
you.
I mean, I think everybody should, but just like get more of her Birkin as an apology. That reunion was such horseshit. It was
I
so
fell asleep
bad.
and like I only actually watched like half of it and then I was like, I'm not interested in the rest of this.
It was the classic situation where, like, Ron said he had a head to head with Dorinda, and then they
Mm-hmm.
didn't air it because Dorinda's going to be on the new Housewives and they don't want to, like, make her look bad.
Oh
And then Lisa said
no.
she had a head to head with Colton about him being a stalker, but they didn't want to admit they made a mistake in hiring him. So they let him. The worst moment of the reunion was Colton saying that he wished people on the internet wouldn't categorize him by a horrible moment in his life. Him
I
stalking
know.
someone was a horrible moment in his life.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, I did see that and I was like, Colton, nope. That was not it.
nope.
Like,
Andy, you blew it, buddy.
yeah,
Well
like
done, Eden.
I was actually surprised that they talked about it. I don't think they ever used the word stalked, did they?
No, they
They
just
should
kept
have
saying
said what
dark
he did.
past. Yeah, but they
Yeah.
didn't. Because
No, they absolutely
they'd
should
have to
have and they
admit they blew
didn't.
it with casting.
Colton is like, again, the only saving grace is that like I think people really dislike him after this season. It was not good for his self-image.
No.
Like the fact that he thought that somehow he was going to go on this show and people would just ignore that is like I think that says a lot about his psyche and how he centers himself in almost every situation and doesn't think about others and how they feel.
Yeah. No, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just who he is. He's just selfish.
He's very selfish. So anyway, it was a great season. I can't
Yeah.
wait until they'll start filming again relatively soon. So usually we find out who the next cast of characters is pretty soon. So
I'm excited.
I haven't thought about this. I'm asking you this without having an answer myself, but is there anyone like from any of these shows? Maybe let's talk about like new people, like from the last season of Love Island USA, or I guess they don't take Love is Blind people.
I mean, who's to say that
or
they can't?
it's true they could.
Housewives, I think Meredith Marks would be hilarious because she would just be like, and I'm a
On pills.
lawyer. Yeah.
She'd just be like drunk in the bathtub the whole time.
She'd be drunk. You know who would be excellent? And I just want to like also send condolences. And this time is Mary Crosby would be really excellent on the show.
Oh my gosh.
That is
so
one of the
Mary's
saddest things
son.
to happen. Yeah.
When I saw the headline, I texted Deanna. I was like, wait, is this real? Like, what's happening? Like, because I watched the first couple seasons of Salt Lake when he was very young. Like, I think he was 18 and I think he passed away at what, age 23?
23, yeah.
Of an overdose. And I just felt like, at least in those first two seasons, that household, there was just so much like sadness and like weird dynamics going on. And he just seemed trapped to me in some ways.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was all very sad.
Later seasons, you get to see like a very sweet relationship between him and Mary, where like she clearly would do anything for him, and she tried so hard to save him from his addiction. She would say stuff to him like, "You're my gift." Like, sorry, Eden's whole onesie's open. I prayed
so blurry,
for you.
I can't even see.
Her belly's wide open. And at this most recent reunion, he was in prison, and she said, "I'm glad he's in prison and not dead."
Okay, so some substance abuse things had come up on the show in the recent
Yeah.
seasons. Oh,
In the
okay.
recent seasons, he's been battling it for a while, and she tried to help him through it, but it's a
Yeah.
vicious disease, and so, but
Yeah.
I think that she would be incredible on the Traitors because she just like would
She's
just sniff
so
people out.
unpredictable.
She's so unpredictable. She's so like direct. I mean, if she came up with "You smell like hospital," like I can't imagine what she would say in that castle. Like I hope that
Oh my
when she's
God.
feeling better and she's feeling like she's ready to come back to reality TV and taking the time that she needs, I think that this would be a delightful, fun thing that she could do for herself.
Wow. I 100% agree. I think she would be excellent. I don't know. I actually can't think of anyone from Love Island USA who I feel like would actually be good on the show. I'm kind of
I mean,
like, could they get Nick or Orlandria?
I think Nick would have more fun there, but Alandria's looks would be insane.
Olandria would just like kill everyone with her hotness,
Yeah, it
as
would be
she always
another
does.
situation where it's like Olandria's being a very obvious traitor, but everyone's like, she's so pretty.
I know. She can't be her.
It can't be her. She's so pretty. Like,
It would be funny if they put both of them in the castle, actually.
that would be funny. Because
I actually would love that because I am still so curious about like what they are really like together. Because I only ever see like pictures or like a short video of them walking out of an event or something.
I know it would be interesting. And if one of them was a traitor and the other one wasn't,
Oh my gosh. Also, I saw on social media, like if I had a dime for every time one of these stupid reality stars dropped a terrible single,
oh God,
I would,
who?
I would have a lot of dimes.
We'd be rich.
Nick, did you see Nick's single that he dropped?
No.
It's so bad. Like
Is he singing?
it's like a it's like an EDM. It's not even EDM. It's just like a pop track that's like fluff. It's like one of those fillers in a Netflix show.
Oh, it's gonna be like on a Love Is Blind season, even though they stepped up
Yeah,
their music budget.
probably. I'm just like, can you please just not do that? Like
No,
please,
we don't.
please.
We don't need that. You know who I think would be good on Traders is Whitney from All Stars.
Whitney from
Whitney would
All
be
Star.
like,
Oh wow.
shh. Whitney would be like, charge it to the game.
Charge it. She would
Charge it to the
be
game.
I guess they do take UK people, as we've seen with
Yeah.
Maura. So, oh, that would be excellent. Yeah, definitely would love that. Okay, I'll think about this some more because I'm sure there would be some good ones. I still love the episode we did all those years ago with where
Oh
we had our
yeah.
like pick of the litter.
Oh, that was so funny. We could
That
we
was
could do
so
that again.
funny. We
'Cause we
could
have so much
redo it.
time.
We could do a redo, a recast.
Yeah, I'd be curious to look to see if anybody we picked has been on it.
I
I don't think
know.
so.
Well, okay, then also like they advertised again that they're opening it up to non-celebrities. So does that mean
Mm.
there's going to be an additional season with non-celebrities or is it going to go back to a mixed situation?
I think it's gonna be an additional season. I don't think that they'll go back to the mix because that was like not that that didn't feel great. Um,
Mm,
but I don't
okay.
think they'll do mixed. Eden's onesie
Okay,
keeps
well that's
popping
great.
open.
I'm here for more seasons. I
Mhm.
could definitely watch a season of people I had no idea who they were. Because a
I
lot
could
of
watch
these
it over.
seasons, I mean, I love the celebrity ones for the people I know, but it's like there's all those people I don't know, and then you get to know them, and then you like them or you hate them or
Yeah.
whatever, you know? It's all
Yeah, I
good.
think it because the UK is really good and is all civilians. And that season 4 just started of that. So I'm planning to watch that too.
Ooh.
Um, so that's just a plug. Like it's really good and people have the most random jobs. Like there's like a medium was on it one year, and then it's like, here's a guy that's like, he's a gardener, and these people like really need the money. So there's like another level of like
Right. Oh,
deception to the game.
that's interesting. I like that. Um,
Eden
so
is
anyway,
cross-eyed
another
staring at the
season
microphone.
down. Very
Yeah.
sad to bid farewell, but
Ugh.
it was a good one. Okay, so Love Island All Stars also ended, and we have our winners, Sammy and
Yes.
Kieran. Hooray for them!
Yeah.
I think they deserve to
deserved.
win. Yeah.
I was worried it was going to go to Lucinda and Sean for a second
Oh my
because
god.
we have to talk about Belle
Okay.
because
Hurricane Belle.
when we left off, Belle had not done all this shit.
Yeah.
Belle, everyone goes back from Villa USA. Belle, for some reason, decides that Scott is her man. During Heart Rate Challenge is like acting like that's her man, going around the circle, getting jealous when Jesse comes in and is dancing on him. You claim to be Leanne's friend. Leanne cries to you about this situation, and you're like, I'm going to go for Scott. And listen, don't make me agree with Lucinda, but what you did was
Yes,
worse. What
it
you did was
was.
way, way worse.
It was so
And you're
much
like
worse.
appalled that anyone is telling you that it's worse.
I know. I'm
Like,
like, Belle, you were on the right side of history leading up to this. Like, we were with you.
yeah,
And then you decided, yeah, it was so weird how she was just like, all of a sudden, like, Scott's the object of my affection and fuck what anyone else thinks. And it's like,
yeah,
Leanne and Scott have literally been together since like day 2. And
yeah.
like, they are
And it
clearly
doesn't
the most solid couple. Like, what are you doing?
and it doesn't matter that Leanne said that she was done because, Scott put her in a love triangle with her and Cher, and she was like,
Right.
I'm done being messed around. It doesn't matter. She was with
No.
him for enough time, and like obviously Leanne and Scott have gotten back together. But like Belle using that as an excuse to say to the what Lucinda did was, you know, worse. And then because Belle was screaming about it so much, people forgot that Lucinda is also a bad person, and she ended up the most popular girl couple in the villa one week. It's like
Yeah. It's it's just like no matter how much Belle was maybe wrong, like defending Lucinda, I can never understand. I just can't. She's so obnoxious. She's
you guys
so
cl-
annoying.
clearly didn't watch games if you think that Lucinda doesn't know what's going on. She
She know,
bullied
yeah.
the shit out of Garby, and we're just acting like she's a good person. Like, no, she still sucks.
No.
It's just like Belle just it's like Belle, you either like die the hero or you live long enough to become the villain. Like her and Helena at some point were like two crones in the villa, just like making everybody miserable. Like
Yeah.
they should have just gone home then.
Yeah, no, 100%. I just like I don't think that yeah, okay. So I mean that's really the thing is like Belle just like totally lost her mind. She's going to look back on this in like 10 years and be like, "Okay, I can admit that I shouldn't have done that." She's just like
Yeah.
the reality is like how old is Belle? Like she's not even 30 yet, I don't think.
No, she's not.
So she's still like relatively immature. And the thing with Belle is like Belle is so horny. Is
She
she will
really
put
is.
a man like and not even a man. She'll put her like interest in having sex with a man ahead of her friendships with women, which is
Yeah.
tough. It's like, Belle, you're literally hating on Lucinda for doing exactly what you did. You did it so much worse, and now you can't take accountability for it. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I don't know that there are really any ways she could have gone about it without catching heat, but she could have at least like talked to Leanne and been like, hey, I'm noticing this. This is a weird context. I would normally never, ever, ever do this. And like, if
Yeah.
this makes you uncomfortable, like, I will stop. But she didn't even do that. She just like took Scott to the secret garden.
Yeah. And it's like if you do feel like Scott is flirting with you, that's something
Yeah,
to also say to Leanne is that you feel like Scott is flirting with you and that's, he's not prioritizing you. That's another thing to
right.
bring to another woman. And when Scott says like it's 70-30, Belle flirting with me 70%, me flirting back 30%, she got so upset about it. She's like, it's really more like 60-40. It's like, what are we doing?
God, I know. It's like, Belle, why? What's happening here? Like, what is happening? Because Belle is smart. She's put together. She can actually. She usually has like good ideas, I think, but then she just like totally puts her foot in her mouth and it's over. And I think she just
Yeah.
like you realize that like she has something to say about everything. And I
Yeah.
think that that is ultimately going to be her downfall. It's like if you notice in some of the challenges, like anytime something is said about any couple, she is piping up about it. She's either
Yeah.
in support of them or against them or whatever. Like usually she's like supporting them, but she has to say something about every
Mhm.
single thing.
Mhm.
She's just like Scott.
And that's what Scott's point was, is if we actually got together, it would
Yeah.
blow up. Like we would be um,
Yep.
it would be trouble. And then she's like, Scott's gonna DM me in a week after they break up. It's like that is just a mean thing to say. Like
Yeah, and it's
enough.
like she didn't say it to Lucinda's face, but I don't know. It's all just like she didn't have any legs to stand on by the end, and it was just
No.
like her and Harrison do not have a chance in hell of making it past, like I think they are still together, is that right?
I don't know. I haven't been paying much. I mean, it ended like a week ago, so probably, but like eh, her being like them asking the public, "Do you think that Hurricane Belle has tamed the young bull?" And the public mostly said no. It's like, Belle, you didn't watch this man's season if you think that you've had an effect on him in these past couple
No.
of weeks. Like it hasn't made a difference. I do believe that he probably told Lauren that they would get back together after exploring and showed up in the All-Stars villa and she didn't know.
Okay, I'm reading this article about who's still feuding after the villa.
Who's feuding?
Everyone is still technically together, right? Like no one has broken up
Mhm.
already, right?
I don't think so.
I mean, if you can, like Jesse and Tommy are not together.
No, I mean, and I think that Tommy also showed his true colors in that villa as well. Like, he
Right.
turned on Jesse really quick. And people being like, he's
Hmm.
such a good guy. He's so nice. I'm like, what am I missing? And then when the public told him, like, oh, Jesse's not that into you, he immediately turned on her and was like really cold and mean. And like, that's the kind of
Right.
guy that Tommy is. Eden,
Tommy
what are you
sucks.
doing?
He's not attractive. He
No,
gives the ick. That's why no girls ever like him.
I know.
And then he's mean about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
like at least you could actually be a nice guy under that, but you're not. Like you're just kind of an asshole like everyone else. So like get out of here. I don't want to see him on these shows anymore. I really wish they wouldn't bring him back.
I'm done with it too.
Okay, so Lucinda and Belle obviously are not friends.
Of course
Lucinda
not,
and
and they never
Jesse, not friends. Lucinda and Sammy, not friends. All
I
to be expected.
yeah, at a certain point, like, if all of these people who know Lucinda from the outside, have done influencer events with her, have been friends with her in the past, all of them are not friends with her anymore. Let's look at a common denominator. Like, there's
It's not
something going
rocket
on here.
science.
Yeah, it's not rocket science, and, like, I didn't think what Jesse said was that mean, like, the baby voice
No.
is ridiculous.
No, Jessie was actually that was crazy. Like I felt bad for her because I do think she was trying to like check on her in a sense. And maybe the thing was like she didn't realize that Lucinda was not there for advice. Like
Yeah.
she wasn't willing to take that, and so she should have just read the situation and exited before it turned into what it did turn into. But I mean, we didn't see a lot of Jessie, but ultimately I was kind of like I kind of like her. I don't remember her
I
at all, but I kind of liked
Yeah.
her.
I liked her a lot too. Helena Helena and Carrington ended together, but like at one point Carrington was interested in Jesse and Helena
Right.
goes, "What's the difference between me and Jesse? We look the same." And I'm not going to
Oh,
comment on that.
wow.
I'm just going to let that hang in the air.
We're just going to say that hey, Helena, blonde hair does not mean you look the same as someone else.
And she's like, "If
And also
anything,
your
I'm funnier."
personalities are totally different. Like,
Totally different. It's like, and also like we're fighting over Carrington. He's
yes.
so boring. He can't read the room. Like after the heart rate challenge. Sorry, I know I'm all over the place, but like these
No,
memories are just
no.
like popping up. Whitney and Yamen raised each other's heart rates the least, whatever that means in the game. And
Yes.
so Whitney and Yamen are talking about it, and Carrington comes up to Whitney and goes, "Was it a big surprise when I had the American flag Speedo on?" And Whitney's like, "Now is obviously not the time." Like
Yeah. These people, hold on. I'm trying to see here. Carrington, no, just like zero personality. Literally just
Yeah.
like a hot blob, and that's it.
Yeah.
Um he was like such a stain on America because Yamen was such a gentleman this season. Like
What a man. Like
I
that's a man.
yes, totally. He's so kind and considerate. It was actually so like the only other time I'd seen him was on Temptation Island when he was sort of like a
Mm.
throwaway pick for one of the women. Like she was never serious about him. He was just kind of there. Do you remember that? Like he ended up
Yeah.
getting picked like at last and like somehow stuck around till the end, but like clearly no one was interested in him.
Yeah, and
And
he
like
like afterwards was hanging out with people, and I could tell he was nice because everyone wanted to like be around him after the show, but like it's so
right.
clear his personality is not cut out to be a temptation on Temptation Island. Like those people
No.
are not right.
He's like obviously a nice guy and like has he treated Whitney just with the utmost respect and care
Mhm.
the entire time he was there, and not just her. He was so kind to all the guys, to all the other women. He just seemed like this guy who was just like, I don't know. I was just so impressed with him. Every time I saw him interacting with someone or doing something in the villa or like talking with someone, I was like, you're such a nice person. Like, this is such good energy for everybody. And I'm so glad you're there.
He I couldn't he could totally diffuse a situation. Like
Yeah.
he knew like the right moments to use humor to diffuse a situation. He knew when to be serious, like, and he
Yes.
is like the right person for Whitney because he can be so goofy. Like the two of them are so like literally laughing in each other's faces about like hooking up with other people, but then like can still commit to each other. Like,
Right.
when Jesse came in, he was like, "Yeah, I'll get to know her, but like it's going to take a lot to approach my connection with Whitney." And it's like that's all anybody ever wants to hear is that
Yeah. That's all you
obviously
need
it's
to
love.
say.
It's that easy. Like obviously, can you I don't know if you can hear Eden, she's talking.
Oh, I can't
Uh,
hear it, but that's funny.
it's like obviously it's Love Island. You have to get to know people, but like you could still be respectful when you do it. Like when he got off the call with his dad and
Yeah.
he's crying and said, "I just couldn't have asked for a better father." I'm like, "No wonder you're so respectful. You have like such good adults in your life."
Yeah.
Ugh. I
No.
think they
What a
have
gentleman.
I think they have a chance, even though they're long distance.
Yeah, maybe. I feel what's interesting about them is like I still don't see much of a spark, like a romantic spark between them, but I sort of feel like that's okay. Like maybe and that could grow for them. Like I think Whitney is definitely a slow burner. Like she always has been. She's always kind of needed her time to like I think feel comfortable in a relationship before she can probably really open up. So, and I think Yaman is just the exact type of guy who's going to give her the space and time to do that and still be there for her. And I don't know, like all these UK US couples that have come out of this season, I'm like, I don't know, I think they can work. Like Zach and Millie, like they're both so boring. I mean that
Yeah.
with love. Like they
Yeah.
are. And but they're hot and they like each other and they're like I think they're both like obsessed with the idea of each other enough and they have like a real connection in some way that I'm like, okay, this works. It kind of reminds me of Molly and Tom,
Yeah. It
who
just
like I
kind of
also
like
find pretty boring.
yeah, and but just, like, consistent. Like, I think the thing with
Yes.
Whitney and Yaman is that it feels like a really lived-in relationship already. Like, it
Right.
feels like they know each other super well, and Millie and Zach is similar, but she definitely likes him more, which is gonna be could end up
Yeah.
being an issue, like but but she's comfortable with it. Like, when
Yeah.
Lucinda everyone's talking about in the public voting about how the relationship between Lucinda and Sean seems one-sided because it is because Lucinda's fake. But like everyone's like
Yeah.
reassuring her being like, "Oh, the public only think that because Sean is so obsessed with you." And Millie goes, "Oh, it's like me and Zach, but I'm Sean." So it's like she's
Yeah.
aware that
She's
she's coming
very
across more
aware.
obsessive. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
that's good. It's like you need to know which one you are in the relationship and act accordingly. And I think Zach is really into her. I think, but I mean, I could see that relationship lasting for like a couple years and then maybe
Yeah.
fizzling out. I could also see them getting married, but I do see them staying together for like a year or two minimum.
I could see that.
Okay, so apparently Whitney and Leanne are not really in a good place either, including like unfollowing going on.
I would also unfollow Whitney if I'm Leanne because at every opportunity, she tried to talk Scott out of being with her. Every time Scott was like paired with someone else, Whitney was like, "I actually think you're a better match with this other person." Like, so I also
I mean, and that's where Whitney is just being Whitney. Like she is so honest to a fault.
yeah.
And it's like I actually like agree with her. Like I don't think Leanne and Scott are a good match. I think Scott is going to take advantage of Leanne for a while and then it will end. Hopefully Leanne will come to her senses before Scott has a chance to like cheat on her or break up with her first or something like that. Just like Scott is a snake in the grass. This man is so
Yeah.
dishonest. I
Yeah.
just he he's not interested in Leanne anymore. Like I think he was for a while. And it's not that I think he's interested in Belle either, because I don't think he's interested in
No.
Belle. I just think he wants to be
Yeah,
famous.
Scott's only love is love of the game. Like, Scott just loves playing the game of Love Island,
Yes.
like, he will be back. This is not the last that we've seen
Yeah.
Scott. He'll be
Y-
back on games, he'll be back on All
Yeah.
Stars, like, he is because we like him and he's more entertaining, it doesn't bother us, but he's Casey. Like,
Yeah.
he is Casey. He's gonna be on the most, like, he's
Casey.
Casey.
Oh no, I hate that because I hate Casey so
Casey is
much.
Tom's best man.
I don't know. Scott is like, wait, he's
Casey
what?
is Tom's best man.
Not
Not
good.
good.
Casey is, ugh. I'm just happy Casey didn't somehow show up on this season because
I
that's what we were
know.
all expecting.
Because even
But I think
Maya
you're
was like,
totally right. Like, Scott is Casey 2.0.
yeah,
He's going to be on these shows a lot. Like, I don't mind it. Scott is hot. If there's anything we can say about Scott, he's good to look at.
he's very good to
But
look at, and
and he's entertaining.
yeah, he's good on TV. With mentioning Tom just made me think like so funny. Tom and Sammy won their season together, and then now they've both won
Right.
All Stars with other people. Do
That
you hear
is
Eden?
funny. I mean, I think it's because both of them are like they lock it in early and then they stick with it type of
they
deal.
they get serious fast. I actually think Kieran is funny. Like I watched some unseen bits.
Yeah.
He showed some moments where he's actually very funny, and I was like, "Oh, I kind of like get it now."
I think Kieran is really cute. Like I
Mhm.
think he's very attractive. I do wonder if in the long run with those two, if the age thing is gonna end up being a problem. Like
Yeah.
Emmy's like in her late 20s and he's in his early 20s. And like already it's not great to have a younger guy and an older woman like maturity wise, just strictly maturity wise. And then you
Yeah.
put in like 6 to 7 years in between that and like Sammy has been in like several serious relationships. I
Mm.
think Kieran has been in a couple too. So did
Yeah.
he say that? I can't remember.
Well, he moved in with Nicole after their season. I mean, and his getting to know each other, like he slept with like 300 people,
It was like 150 or something, and I was like,
and he's
"When do you have
23 years
time before
old.
age 22?" Like,
I don't know.
literally every weekend you're out here fucking a new woman, like, that is kind of
Multiple
what
in
it
a weekend.
takes.
I'm like, "Where are your parents?"
Yeah, what's happening? Yeah, I think, that aside, like, I do think that Kieran has what it takes to be a really good partner and husband and, all the things someday. I just think it's like he's in his early 20s and he maybe doesn't have all the party stuff out of his system.
Yeah.
And might start to get old for Sammy. Like I can't remember for sure, but maybe like Sammy seems like someone who's going to want to have a family and have children.
Yeah. And I think that she is like settling, she's settled, like she
Right.
has like, she's been in the Love Island world for a while. Like she has this established career in it. Like Kieran's kind of just starting. And
Right.
so I think that that will get in the way a lot too, is that they're going to want different things.
And like Kieran's eye wandered a little during the season. Like he wasn't completely locked in on Sammy the whole time.
No.
It was a test, but I think it was a little more than that at times. And I just wonder like how that's gonna go. I think they're both young enough that if they date for a couple of years and break up, it's not gonna end it for either of them. But like Sammy, if she is wanting a family, like from what I gather from UK women who want families, like they turn 30 and they're like, it's time to like figure this out. So, and I think that's the case for probably a lot of women who are like envisioning that or whatever. I don't know, maybe not. But for her, I just like see her in the next couple of years wanting to really settle down and make that commitment. And like, if you think about Kieran being 22 right now, do you think he's going to be ready to become a father at age 24? Like, I think that's going to be a hard one for them.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think that that'll be the issue, but they can have fun now, like doing press together. Karen also is going to go bald, so I think that maybe that'll, tame his partying a bit too. Like there was a clip on Unseen Bits where it's the back of his head, and I was like, he's going to go to Turkey immediately after watching this. Like he's
right,
definitely going to.
Yeah, that's what all of them do. Like I already told you about Zach, right? He has like lots of videos on his page about his hair
I
transplant.
couldn't stop looking at it after you told me because I'm like, it's crazy how good it is.
Well, it's the type of thing where it's like if he had never revealed
I never would have known.
no one would know.
We never would have known.
But then once you know, it's like all you can see.
It's just like I'm like it is kind of combed forward and like yeah, it's the only thing I have in my brain now is like
right. It is very combed.
I sent Deanna this thing because she's obsessed with wigs, and it's like try not to scream wig, and it's like women on a red carpet, and they like all clearly have wigs on. It's like we're just in a fake hair era.
It's a fake hair revolution. Anyway, I don't know if there's much more to say. Yes, I'm very glad that Lucinda and Sean didn't last. That relationship has no chance in hell of surviving.
It's gonna go down, and
they'll stay together because at the end of the day, like Sean is also a piece of shit. So like, even though he's head over heels in love with Lucinda right now, like he's gonna do something mean or whatever, and then Lucinda's gonna drop him like a bad habit, and that'll be that.
It'll be so easy for it to be over.
That's the end of that. Yeah. And we made it.
We did it.
We totally did it. Mary is in a new place now. So we're adjusting to things. Mary's going to Paris. My kids have spring break in a couple weeks. So the thing we know for sure is that next week we will be recording our Love is Blind recap. So we'll get into that. We'll talk about any gossip that we know. I don't think there's much out there that's like not already known about. We know that Steven from the beginning of the season like sexually assaulted many women. He sucks. And I sort of wish they hadn't even given him any screen time.
It didn't add anything. It was just him being an idiot. So it didn't really add anything. And I'm wondering if there was maybe more, but they kind of cut it because
right, like maybe he had more relationships with other women. Like they only showed his relationship with Emma. And it was early on, and he said a bunch of really dickheadish things in one of their conversations, and she's like, yep, crossing you off the list.
Yeah, I think I needed more of that from the women this season, but we'll get into it.
Right, we'll get into all of that. I'm sure there'll be more updates on like where everyone's relationship statuses are now and everything, because this filmed like a year ago at this point, so always something interesting on Love is Blind.
I was on our
whether or not it's
also crazy. Like we've been doing this podcast officially for 2 years. I think we've covered 5 seasons of Love is Blind. It's just always on TV. Like, I'm looking at our Instagrams and I'm like, yeah, Love is Blind 6. So this is our 4th season of Love is Blind that we're covering.
And that's not to mention the Love is Blind
Yeah.
UKs that we've done and just all the other shit. Actually, I was thinking the other day, though, that there's not as many of these like spin-off shows on my radar. Like
Yeah.
The Perfect Match, The Ultimatum.
Where
like,
are they?
We haven't had a season of The Ultimatum in a while.
Yeah, where are?
Maybe they canceled them.
Yeah, I mean, I think The Ultimatum is very scary. That really is a step very far.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe that's a step too far. They are like, we can't do this anymore in good
yeah, it's like
conscience.
people who like clearly don't love each other and we're gonna force them to try to get married. Like, I just think we don't need that.
Kind of, yeah. I feel like a lot of those fringy shows where they were really trying out something wild are like sort of being off now. But the big thing that's at the end of this month is TFP's season starts on March 22nd.
From all accounts, it's going to be very chaotic, which is kind of like what I think they were hoping for with TFP. But
yeah, I have not been spoiled yet, but it is. I have to say, it's hard to avoid headlines about this. Like, I feel like people are going straight to the spoilers this time, and you have to like actively look away or like sort of not process it fully to like not get completely spoiled. Like, but I also think that it's like just enough of a question of what's going on. It's like, well, these 3 to 5 things could happen during her season, and like a front runner has already been identified and like, you know, things like that. But unclear how it actually all ends up.
I think because like Bachelor fans don't want to get spoiled, like real show that have been watching for years don't want to be spoiled. But now there's all these people that don't watch the show but are invested in Taylor Frankie Ball who are trying to figure out what happened to her on this show. They're more abundant, the spoilers, than they usually. But yeah, it could be anything from, you know, she was dating Dakota the whole time. She showed up pregnant. Her, you know, she couldn't decide. She quits mid-season. Like, it's also all over the place. Like, if I saw a spoiler for real, I wouldn't believe things.
Yeah, totally. It seems for sure, though, that there's going to be something about Dakota in all of this. Like, he will come up at some point. And I mean, I would not be surprised. He seems like the most addictive drug on earth to her. Like,
she cannot resist him. It's so bizarre.
What does she see in that guy? I do not understand it. He's such a loser.
Yeah, he kicked the women off the stage on their own reunion. Like,
oh my God.
He sucks.
He's not even like that good looking. Like, I just don't get it. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Yes, I haven't seen him like recently because I only watched the first season of that show, but I'll like see pictures of him online here and there. And I'm just like, this is, I don't know, talk about like toxic codependency. Like, here we have it.
There's something chemical going on with them. Like, there's something different going on there than it.
It's like, it's one of those things where it's just like, okay, these two are like, what are they called? Twin flames and like the worst.
Yeah. I think anyone who's like a twin flame, it's usually chaos. It's never like, oh, yeah, they got married.
The whole twin flame thing, by the way, is so freaky and weird. Like, did you watch that documentary about those like cult leaders who were like twin flame influencers or something? I won't get into all of it because I saw it a while ago, but what stuck with me was like the amount of people that got into this philosophy of twin flames who would identify a twin flame, but it was often someone that they had never even talked to. They had no real relationship with, but they had just decided this person is my twin flame and I'm going to do whatever I can to like make them mine. It was so unhinged and sad and scary.
I see that with
this
like
is bizarre.
With AI now, like people are taking pictures of themselves with celebrities. This guy did it with Cardi B, where he's like, finally got my girl to lock it down. And people are like, is this real or is this fake? And it's like, that's what's with AI. People are just,
oh my God. It's
so
taking
creepy.
parasocial to a very unhealthy place. I mean, this is We are in the wild, wild west right now as a civilization. Like,
so
truly, the
many
human race is on thin ice.
on thin ice and truly so many perverts. Like, I can't even begin to explain how many of you are true perverts. Like, that word needs to make a comeback because it's disgusting.
The Epstein files alone is just
Yeah.
like, wow, just so many. And then you're just like, I have no faith in humanity. Like, this has always been like bubbling below the surface, and now we are all have access to like our basest desires and all these different ways through technology, and it's not going to end well. That's where I'm at. It's not going to end well.
And then I have to like listen to these creeps on Love is Blind talk about how much sex they're having. And I'm like, I don't like it. Like,
Oh my god. I were they talking about that? Don't even. I'm so
Alex,
disgusted by these people. I'm just
we'll
like,
get into it.
ugh.
Alex and Ashley, like, nasty.
Don't do that to me. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Don't do that. Don't do that thing with your
And
eyes.
she's like,
You know what you're doing.
she's like, what? Light eyed community. You guys, insufferable. Never mark safe for being insufferable. Like,
completely insufferable. Like every single one. Every single
time.
one.
Oh, what?
As two brown-eyed women, we resent you.
It used to be just because I was jealous, but now I'm like, oh no, you guys are perverts. I'm just kidding. I love many,
Bring it back.
many
Bring it back.
blue-eyed
Pervert.
people.
Pervert is a great word, actually. It says so much.
Because it's equally gross and goofy to who it's describing. Like,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Don't be such a perv, everybody.
yeah.
So basically, next week's podcast will just be us talking about the cast of Love is Blind and using the word pervert a lot.
We're gonna rename this podcast Perverts.
Yeah, perverts only.
Perverts only.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
speaking of,
that is our show.
Did you watch Bridgerton?
Oh, wait, what?
Did you watch Bridgerton?
Okay, so I have not started the second half yet because I've been so busy catching up on all these other things. I am still only through episode 4 of Heated Rivalry. And I keep hearing that like episodes 5 and 6 will change your life.
Yeah.
And so it's like I'm almost afraid to get there, but like we have to get there.
You
But
have to
like
get there.
I know this sounds insane, but it's like I'm watching it with Patrick, and Patrick and I just like don't have a lot of time to watch TV together
I
these
know.
days. Like it's been very difficult with like the work stuff I have to do in the evenings. Plus the kids' bedtime takes like forever.
Yeah.
And then by the time we're watching something, it's like if I sit down for this 45-minute show, like I'm going to fall asleep, and I don't want to fall asleep. I want to see it.
You don't want to miss a thing. That show makes me feel like a pervert. And he Connor Story, who plays Ilya, hosted SNL this weekend, and he did such a great job. He did such a good job. Those boys are going to be stars.
Yes. I mean, so one of my friends is like, I don't think she could tell you how many times she's rewatched the show. Like,
That's with her.
it is a part of who she is now. Like, I think she's probably seen it at least like 30 times.
Oh.
And she's like, yeah, it's a little insane. But she was like, so like, who's your favorite? Is it Scott, Kip, Shane, or Ilya? Like, which one are you? Like a Sex in the City.
I don't think.
And I was like, okay, I'll play this game.
Yeah.
I'll play this game. I'm here. I don't think I can make a determination yet because I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but I'm like thinking about it as I'm watching.
I don't know who I would be, but part of Connor's monologue was like the show Heated Rivalry taught a lot of people about gay sex, and also, or like about hockey, and also a lot of straight women that their sexuality is gay men. And I'm like, that is true. Like,
yeah, like totally. Like this is, yeah, these hot men having sex is like great.
top tier. I'm a pervert for them.
Yeah, it is truly like so lovely that both of them were basically unknowns going into this, and they are now like the most famous people on earth. Like we love an underdog story like that.
I love it.
I do anyway. And it's like it's great. It's like It's also something that has been talked about now for like a very long time. Like usually with stuff like this recently, it'll be all the rage for like 3 weeks to a month. But we are like fully into month 2 to 3 now.
Yeah.
And people are still talking about it like all the time.
It's still like a topic. Like, have you watched? You haven't watched? What do you mean you haven't watched? Like it's still it's monoculture, which we haven't had. The Olympics and Heated Rivalry, like 2 things that are monoculture that we haven't had in a while.
Yes. Yeah. It's so good. And even the Olympic stuff is starting to fade a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Except for like the controversy, I guess. But yeah, it's so good. It's all so good. Okay, now we're really gonna go.
Yeah, now we have to go. I'm sorry, I distracted.
We'll be back next week. No, it's okay. It's so good to be back on the pod. Hopefully you all enjoyed this return to the podcast, and next week we will have all the Love is Blind content that you've been waiting for. I know Mary's been memeing. I actually haven't even been looking because I don't want to get spoiled, and I'm like I don't want to look at the wrong thing.
Yeah.
But at this point, it's going to be over soon, and follow Mary's memes.
Yeah, I'll post more tonight. I'm a little behind, but I have a bunch in the tank that I need to get out there.
Awesome. Amazing. Okay. Well, thank you all so much for listening. It's good to be back, and we'll see you next week.
Yay. Cheers, lovebirds.
Cheers, lovebirds.
Thanks for listening to Can I Steal You for a Minute? Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, and if you like the show, please leave a rating and review. Follow us on social media at Can I Steal You for a Minute Pod, and support the show through Patreon at patreon.com/Can I Steal You for a Minute.